Measurement of electrolytic conductivity. The conductance of a solution is the reciprocal of its resistance. First equation that we studied. Therefore, electrolytic conductivity of a solution can be measured by measuring the resistance of an electrolytic solution. The resistance of an electrolytic solution is measured by using Weisstein's bridge and a special type of cell called conductivity cell. These are the requirements: Weisstein's bridge adjustment and a conductivity cell. 1. Conductivity cell and cell constant. Now only we are going to derive the relationship of the cell constant, which is one of the most important point in the syllabus, and based on that application level question can be asked: how will you determine the cell constant of a conductivity cell? The glass apparatus used for measuring the resistance of a definite volume of solution is called conductivity cell. It is made Pyrex glass and fitted with two platinum electrodes fixed at a certain distance from each other. A sample of the conductivity cell is shown. These are the electrodes and kept at a fixed distance. And based on that, we will derive an equation regarding cell constant. In a conductivity cell, the distance L between the two electrodes and the area of the capital A of the electrodes are fixed. These two terms are fixed, L and A. L and A of a conductivity cell is always fixed. Therefore, the quantity L by A is a constant for a particular conductivity cell. The quantity is termed as cell constant. Thus, cell constant is equal to L by A, that is small l by capital A. The unit of cell constant is per centimeter or per meter. Now, next point is, what is meant by Weisstein's bridge? The Weisstein bridge is an important device used for the measurement of the resistance of a wire of an electrolytic solution or an electrolytic solution. It consists of four arms having resistance R1, R2, R3 and X. X means unknown, connected together through a galvanometer G and a battery and H, that means here it is, and a key K as shown. These are the four resistances R1, R2, R3 and unknown, and a galvanometer and a battery H and a key K. That is the Weisstein's bridge adjustment or the connection. The resistance R2 is variable while the resistance X is unknown resistance, whose value is to be measured. Resistance R1 and R3 are known. After completing the circuit with the help of a key K, the variable resistance R2 is adjusted in such a way that a null point is obtained. That is, no deflection in the galvanometer. At this stage, according to the Weisstein's bridge principle, R1 by R2 is equal to X by R3. Therefore, X can be calculated. Knowing the value of R1, R2 and R3, the value of unknown resistance X can be determined. Therefore, how will you determine? Measurement of electrolytic conductance, that is what we want to determine. Since the conductance of a solution is the inverse of the resistance, that we know that C is equal to 1 by R. Therefore, conductance is equal to 1 by X. Substitute the value of X here, 1 by R1 R3 by R2, or R2 by R1 R3. This will give you the conductance or the solution. Now, determination of specific conductivity. Specific conductivity kappa can also be determined. Specific conductivity kappa of an electrolytic solution is given by K is equal to 1 by R into L by A, where R, which this equation we already derived, where R is the resistance of the solution, L is the distance between the electrodes in the conductivity cell, A is the area of cross section of the electrodes in the conductivity cell. We have already seen that conductance is equal to 1 by R, and the cell constant, this is cell constant L by A. Therefore, kappa is equal to C into cell constant. That is, specific conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant. Thus, by measuring the conductance of the solution and knowing the value of the cell constant, the cell used for the measurement of the conductance or the specific conductivity of the solution can be calculated with the help of this equation. Determination of cell constant. That is the main point in the syllabus. The value of cell constant L by A can be obtained by measuring the distance between the electrodes L and the area of cross section capital A. However, a precise measurement of these quantities is quite difficult. Therefore, an indirect method is used to determine the value of cell constant. It is very difficult for each time to measure the cell constant. Therefore, the indirect method is, we know from the relationship, the last equation, to cell constant is equal to kappa by conductance. That is, cell constant is equal to specific conductivity by conductance. Thus, by using a standard solution of non-specific conductivity and measuring its conductance using a given conductivity cell, the cell constant of the given cell can be calculated or obtained. For this purpose, usually, this is a procedure adopted. For this purpose, usually an N by 50 KCl solution, potassium chloride solution, is used as a standard solution. Point number 1. This solution has a specific conductivity 0.002765 per ohm second. A result is used per ohm per centimeter at 25 degrees centigrade. Now, thus, on using an N by 50 KCl solution as a standard solution at 25 degrees centigrade, we have the equation cell constant is equal to kappa, that is 0.027265 divided by the conductance of N by 50 KCl solution. From this equation, you can easily calculate the cell constant. Therefore, you can get the value of cell constant is equal to 0.002765 into observed resistance of the N by 50 KCl solution. Therefore, thereby we can determine the cell constant. One more point is there in the syllabus. How will you determine the equivalent and molar conductivities? Equivalent and molar conductivities are related to the specific conductivity by the following expression. This also you already know the equation. Equivalent conductivity is equal to kappa into 1000 by N, whereas molar conductivity is equal to kappa into 1000 by M, where N is the normality and capital M is the molarity of the solution. Thus, by measuring the value of specific conductivity kappa, knowing the normality and molarity of the solution, value of equivalent conductivity, that is delta EQ, or that of molar conductivity delta M, can be determined with the help of above equations. Therefore, an assignment is given by one, as two assignments are given here. read the assignments carefully. All the equations what is required for solving these two assignments are already discussed. Find out the value by yourself and refer the textbook. The answers and the steps are given. Therefore, if you get a correct answer means you understood this portion, molar conductivity and equivalent conductivity.